Willard, welcome to our show and
Glad
to
to be back.
Aspen.
Glad to be back. Beautiful out here.
And today, in a previous show, we've talked about rapport,
Yes.
creating rapport. Today, we're going to talk about the sales process itself and achieving business success through the psychology of sales.
Yes.
Are you a salesperson? What's your background and how did you get experience in sales?
Yes. I've actually had people, when I didn't want to admit to being a salesperson, tell me I was a great salesperson. So I had actually, my first real job, I term it, was we were street hustlers, basically. They loaded up our cars with merchandise in the morning. We would go out and we would approach businesses, we would approach people on the street, and we would sell.
Mm-hmm.
And
So did you go to school first before you did this?
yes, I did go to high school for that. I went to college for music, but I found my way into the sales field. And that really is kind of where I stayed, because one of the things that company instilled in me as a belief system was that the only way I was going to reach the level of financial success and personal freedom that I desired was by working for myself. And that came down to being an entrepreneur and through sales. That was the only way I was going to write my own ticket on how much I would earn and what my lifestyle would be like. And it's been about 22 years, 23 years that it's either been a sales type of job or running my own business, which was involved in selling products or services.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to ask you a rather silly question because most people know the answer to it, but there are some misguided ideas out there. What is the sales process and how is it developed?
Well, and I'm glad you asked that, because my answer conflicts when I walk into a lot of businesses to teach them with what they believe the answer to the sales process is. My belief in what I teach is that the process people do not recognize is that people buy for emotional reasons and they justify with logical. Most sales courses that I've been introduced to, they're teaching you a logical process of how to walk somebody through a sale. Mm-hmm. But the reality I've found is, again, it's the psychology behind it. And understanding whether it's what you had for breakfast today, whether it's the car you drive, the clothes you're wearing, the house you live in, you didn't buy it. You may have justified it and think you bought it for this logical layout, but you bought it specifically for the way that it made you feel. And everyone is looking to feel different emotions when they're making those purchases.